Hello everyone, welcome to Jolly Molly TV. Today we're going to do the second block in this adorable scene which is called Christmas Express by Embroidery Library. So this one right here is going to be the second block of this scene. So it's going to have the village here, the church and the village in the background, and more trees. This will be a cute one to stitch out. So go ahead and grab your supplies and your fabric and your batting, and let's head over to the machine and let's get started stitching. Okay, we're at the machine. I have a bobbin full of black bobbin thread down below. I have black thread in the top of my machine because we're going to be using black fabric, so I want to match that fabric for the first several steps. Then I have my hoop on the machine filled with a piece of the poly no-show mesh stabilizer. And now let's go to the machine and load the design. All right, I have a Baby Lock Destiny in case you have something similar like a Brother Dream machine. You can follow along. I'm going to go to the embroidery module. Going to go to my flash drive because I keep all my designs organized on a flash drive. And then I'm going to go to the Christmas Express scene folder that I have made. And I am looking for this block right here. It's called EMP 86751-1. It's the second in the series, and it has the town and some trees. That's going to be fun. It's just under 8 inch, which is the correct size for the size of the project I have chosen. It's 30,687 stitches, and it's about 60 minutes of just pure stitch time. Not loading threads and stuff, just the actual stitching time. All right, so I'm going to click Set. Everything looks good. I'm going to click Embroidery. Now, if you've watched my other videos, you know that the next step now is we're going to click Edit, and we're going to add a basting stitch line. It's this little flower button right here. Click it once, and it's added a basting stitch line around the outside edge. I click Edit. Okay, and now I can tell my machine is going to want me to shrink this just like we did the last block. Okay, so I'm going to hit Return. And then I'm going to click Edit, and I'm going to click Size. And I want to do this all the way around all 4 sides. I want to hit this button once. Okay, that's it. So it's 7.8 inches. Click OK. And click Embroidery. Now if I go to my machine, and I got to put my foot down, it gives me a green light. If I didn't do that one shrink and I put my foot down, my light was red, which was telling me the design was just a smidgen too big. So once I did that one little reduction, put the foot down, now I've got a green light. Okay, the first series of 6 blocks, it didn't do that. But now this series, this design pack, the Christmas Express scene, I have to shrink it anyway. One little dimension. So it's going to be 7.8 inches for this block. And it should mesh up still with the other block just fine because it's only a little bit off. So I don't think we'll have a problem with that. All right, so let's put the foot down, which we did. Got a green light. And let's stitch out the basting stitch, which is going to give us a placement line for the batting. Okay, now I'm going to put the batting down just like that. We need to go back to the screen cam. There we go. Okay, now I need to go back 1 stitch. So I'm going to use the plus and minus key, or the plus and minus button. And I want to go back 1 stitch, which is going to allow me to stitch that basting line out again. Let's go back to the hoop cam, and let's put the foot down. And the basting stitch now is going to tack down this batting. Here we go. Okay, so now I want you to take the hoop off the machine, take this over to a table, and I want you to trim up all of this outside batting using a pair of curved applique scissors so you don't poke the stabilizer down below. And then I'll meet you right back here when that's done. Okay, I've got that trimmed up. It was a little loose over here, so this has come loose. It's okay because the fabric's going to go down next and we'll hold that corner down. So that's fine. Let's go to the screen cam. And we're going to go backwards one more time because we want to stitch that basting stitch again. And there we go. There's the basting stitch. Click OK. And let's put the fabric down now. Here we go. Got my fabric that I fused with a Palon 860, or you can use SF101. And I want to center this. The easiest way to do it is to feel for the batting. And you can really feel to see where that batting is, and we are good. All right, let's put the foot down. Let's tack down this fabric. Okay, so let's take the hoop gently off the machine, and I'm just going to clean the fabric here with a piece of Scotch tape just to get the majority of all the lint and the batting fuzz off of this, because black it really shows, and I really don't want to stitch all that fuzz into my project. All right, so that looks good. Now, if you go to the screen cam, it's automatically advanced itself to the very first stitch. So we don't have to do anything. We are good to start stitching. Okay, so we need to get our color change sheet out. Remember on the last video, I gave you the start and stop numbers because they did all the color changes on one sheet. So this block, we are starting with step number 14. And we're going to end with step 26. Again, start with step 14, end with step 26. And remember, the colors go left to right. So in this case, we're starting with 14 blue ink. Then we're going to go to 15 royal blue, 16 blue spruce, 17 blue jay, etc. Okay, remember it goes left to right. So the first color I want to get out is my blue ink, which is going to be some ground, roof shading. That's perfect, okay? So let's go ahead and switch the upper thread. Once I find my scissors here. Taking the black thread out. And let's put blue ink thread in the top of your machine. Okay. There we go. So once we get that loaded, we're going to stitch this out. This is an 8-minute in real-time stitch out. Make sure you get the loop out. I'm using my scissors, but I'm using them closed. So it gets that loop out, all right? So let's go ahead and stitch this out. Let's do it. Nice start. All right, so let's take that color thread, the blue ink, out of your machine. And now we're going to go to step 15, which is royal blue, which is going to do some shading on the roofs there. So step 15 is royal blue. Put your royal blue thread up at the top of your machine. And this is an easy 1-minute stitch out. You ready? Thread the needle. Make sure you don't have any loops so you don't do damage to your machine. Put the foot down and let's stitch this out. Nice. Okay. So now we're on step 16, which is going to be blue spruce. It's going to do some cloud shading. This is about a 2-minute in real life stitch out. You've got this. You can do it one step at a time. You ready? Blue spruce thread up on top. Make sure you don't have a loop. And foot down. Let's stitch this out. All right, so now we're on step 17, which is blue jay, and that's going to be some shading on the clouds and the ground. So put your blue jay blue thread up on the top of your machine, and you've got this. It's a 2-minute in real life stitch out. Thread your needle, make sure there's no loops. Oop, see, I got a loop. I'm going to get that out. There we go. Put the foot down. And let's stitch this out. You got this. We are moving right along. So now step 18 is going to be polished pewter. There you go, polished pewter. So let's put that thread on the top of your machine. And this is going to do some shading on the clouds up on top and then part of the star. It's like a glow behind the star. So load your machine if you can. There we go. Gets a little challenging when the arm is right there. Okay. And make sure no loops. Oop, I have a loop. Let's use my stylus this time. There we go. So let's stitch this out 2 minutes in real time. Here we go. Okay, back in that same spot. There we go. We're doing great. So now we're on step, let's see, 19. 19 is chrome. So we're going to do some more shading in the same clouds, the glow, and a little bit here on the ground area. So put your light silver chrome thread up on top. This one's a little bit longer. It's a 3-minute stitch out, but I love seeing this thing come to life, and I hope you are enjoying it too. So make sure you don't have any loops, and I do. So get that out, and let's stitch this out. 3 minutes in real time. Here we go. Yay! Now we're going to do some buildings. We're on step 20, which is your root beer colored thread. So mine's like a gingerbread brown. Put that in your machine, the top of your machine that is. And we're going to stitch out some buildings, about 3 minutes in real time. Of course, I don't run my machine at full speed. I run it at about half speed. Let's get that loop out so that it causes less wear and tear on the components. So 3 minutes. You ready? Let's put the foot down and let's stitch out some buildings. Okay, now we're on step 21, which is going to give us some trees because we're going to put Christmas green thread up on top. All right, this one's a little bit longer, stitch out 4 minutes, but it's going to create our trees for our forest. All right, so put your green or Christmas green thread up on top. Make sure you don't have a loop. And let's stitch this out. You've got this. we have trees. And now we're going to do some accent on those trees. So get step 22, your light emerald green thread out, and put that in the top of your machine. And let's do some accents on these trees we just did. This is a 3-minute stitch out. You got this. We're actually almost done. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 color changes, including this one. You got this, all right? Enjoy. Okay, I heard a little noise there and I can see that I have a little bit of an issue, so I'm going to cut my thread. Yeah, and then we're going to see what it is. All right, I'm going to check the bottom. The bottom looks all right. So it's just a little bit right here that was fuzzing up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim the thread that was causing the issue right here. The rest of it looks okay. All right. Put the hoop back on the machine. I'm going to rethread my thread just in case there was an issue up above. That should stop, hopefully, it from happening again is when you rethread everything. There we go. Okay. And get that loop out. There we go. Now we're going to go back about 10 stitches. So I'm going to hit the plus and minus key, and I'm going to go back 10 stitches. That should do it. Click OK. And let's continue on. You got this. Okay, you're almost done. We're on step 23 out of 26. So now, whoops, wrong one. We're going to put barn red, or in my case, my true Christmas red thread in the top of my machine. And we're going to do some accents here on the rooftops. So this is a 1-minute stitch out. You're almost done. Got a loop. Get the loop out. There we go. Let's do this. All right, so now we're on step 24, which is a really easy one. It's just like not even a minute stitch out. We're going to put cinnamon candy red up on top, and we're going to do just a little bit of shading on one of the rooftops. Okay, it says a minute, but it's not even a minute. All right, let's do this. No loops. Oh, get that loop out. Here we go. It was like maybe 30 seconds. Okay, so now we're on to step 25. 2 steps to go. And this is old gold. And this thread I'm going to pull, I have it from the back of my machine on a big spool. You see it there? So go ahead and put your old gold thread in the top of your machine. And you got this. And this is a 3-minute stitch out. All right. Whoops, we got a loop. Get my fingers in there. All right, let's do this. All right, we're going good. So there's a little straggler thread here I want to trim. And we are ready for the last step. This is the thread, the white thread, that's going to make the magic happen on this block. It's literally going to make everything come to life. It's amazing to watch this. So put your white thread in the top of your machine. And heads up, I know my bobbin is going to run out. I estimate I've got about 10,000 stitches before it'll run out. So I'm just going to eyeball and be prepared for that. And I'll show you how to change it and how to restart. This is a longer stitch out. This is 26 minutes in real time. So sit back, relax, and enjoy, and watch this block come to life. Here we go. Okay, the bobbin thread is almost empty. My sensor is working. So I'm just going to trim my thread to cut that stitch off. Take the hoop gently off the machine. Listen to my baby dog. Take a drink of water. And then I'm going to put a new bobbin in. Yep, it was out. Okay. So here's a new one. As she drinks away. Here we go. There we go. Yep, she's my baby. All right, so now we're going to put the hoop gently back on the machine. There we go. Okay, and then I'm just going to hit return. And then I'm going to use the plus and minus button. And I'm going to go back 10 stitches. That should be good. And I'm going to click OK. All right, so let's put the foot down and continue on. Isn't this amazing? This is one of the things I really love about this project is when that white thread stitches out, everything comes to life. Isn't that amazing? All right, so what I want you to do now is take the hoop off the machine, take the block out of the hoop and just set it aside. We're going to continue to stitch out the rest of the blocks in this project, and I'm going to show you how to finish up the blocks all at the same time. All right? So this is amazing. So I hope you had as much fun today making this amazing block as I did. And I hope you stay tuned here on Jolly Molly TV for more fun blocks in this project, which is the Christmas Express scene by Embroidery Library. So until I see you in the next video, you have fun, have a great day, and take care. See you soon. Bye-bye.